Okay, so I've gone along now and I've sewn all the way around the 4 edges, leaving my gap so I can turn the pocket through. I've used a 1/4 inch seam, okay, and make sure, just remember, it is wadding, then your first piece of material of the pocket facing you, and the second piece of the material face down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and trim all the excess wadding off using my mat and rotary cutter and ruler, and I'm going to trim it all back to the edges of the fabric of the pocket. Okay, so I've now trimmed off all the wadding around the edges, and just to make our corners fit neatly, just take it close to your corner stitching without cutting through it, and just trim the corners off, and this will take the bulk of the material and the wadding out of the corner. Okay, so we get rid of that, and then we go to the gap that we've left, and we're going to pull it through. So I'm going between the 2 pieces of the pocket, and we're going to turn it through. Okay, now you can get a ruler into the corner if you've got one of those point rulers, or just use your fingers like I do. Okay. Push the points out, and there we have our pocket. Okay, and that's one side, and then we've got the other side. Alright, now we still have the gap here that I close as I hand stitch it onto the back of the quilt. But one step you can do as well is quilt this as a quilt now. You can see, let's bring this pirate one back in, and I've quilted this one just shadowing around the seam here and around each of the squares. When you do quilt your pockets, put invisible thread in the top and invisible thread in your bobbin, okay, because then you're not going to be able to see it. And try not to quilt exactly on a line, because then it may not match up with the line that's on the back. So go inside the line, or try not to, as I said, try not to stay on a seam. Alright, now when you've done your quilting, we've got that all done, it's time to attach it to the quilt.